Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 25 of the FM21 Road to Glory with Marseille. As you can see, we are here ready to take on Toulouse in the semi-final of the Coupe de France. Obviously, having a look on this right hand side of your screen as well, we haven't played a game since Shakhtar Donetsk, so we are going to jump straight into the game here. So we've made 6 changes to the team just to try and rotate around just a little bit because we do have some big games still coming up. So I might try and take Edouard off as well, but we are starting to run low on options. As you can see, we've got Hadji's not really ready, Nassi's not ready, Scarlett's not ready, Stengs isn't ready, so we might actually have to just deal with it for this game and we'll see what we can do. Actually no, we're going to go Salcido there and we'll get Elliott in the 10 and we'll get Jovic starting on the wing. So it is a pretty rotated attack. Defense is actually quite rotated as well. We'll give Merritt a game because he hasn't played for a while. Should have no issues here against Toulouse. They're a League 2 side. They've been down for a little bit as well, so I can't imagine there being too many big issues. So let's get straight into the game and then we are going to kick off. So I do want to have a chat about one thing in particular in this episode, and I'm thinking about starting a sport podcast. So if that's something that you think you would be interested in, please join in the Discord. Let me know what your thoughts are. It's going to be all things sport, so we'll talk whatever's happening in the world at the time. Be soccer or football, depending on where you're watching from. With AFL football, which is our code here in Australia, we'll talk about basketball, talk about whatever is happening, whatever the major talking points are. So if you are keen on that, let me know either in the comments or in the Discord, because I'm going to probably try and record an episode sometime soon. I've got an idea for episode 1, which I'm not going to ruin, but I've got to figure out a few things first. But if it is something that you would want to see, that's going to be a penalty, surely. Okay, maybe not. If it is something you're going to want to see, let me know. It's been something I've been thinking about for probably 6 months or so, and I haven't really been able to get it going off the ground, but I think it's going to be awesome to sort of supplement that with the FM content that we do as well. So it's not going to take away from FM, it's just going to be something that we do on the side just out of interest. So once again, let me know, message me through Discord or through the comments and we'll see what we can do. So to start the game, we haven't started that well, so I'm going to demand a bit more from the boys, see if we can start to assert some dominance on this game. I do want to give those guys like Makoko and whatnot a bit of a break here. I don't want to have to rely on them for a goal, but it's kind of concerning that Toulouse are really hanging around with us. So can we just find a highlight that's going to get us a goal? Here we go, Dumfries finding Elliott into Susic. I don't know why we've come all the way back. They've dropped off really quickly. So let's just keep possession of the ball here. We are using those pockets really well, but it's not turned into our advantage. Here we go, Toulouse going forward through Ott. There we go, well done, Will. Will, can he find something? He's got absolutely no one up front with him. Elliott, Jovic, don't know why he's taken the shot there, which is a little bit disappointing because I feel like he probably could have taken probably a couple of dribbles into the box there and made that a real clinical chance for us. But long throw goes nowhere, only as far as Nuno, and here come Toulouse on the counter-attack. Can we try and win the ball high up the pitch here? That's what we try to do. Will does well with the pressing, so that we find Dumfries. Good ball up towards Will. Poor header towards Jovic, and it's turned over the possession. This isn't the Marseille that we have come to know this season. Can we be a bit more clinical going forward? Here we go. Steve out to Salcido. There we go. Come on, lads. What can we find? Are we going to get a goal here? Tonali. Good ball through. Elliott. Salcido. Well saved. Not what we want. I can't even get my words out. Not what we want to see here to start the game at the moment. Can we find a goal here through Will? Decent corner that has somehow swung all the way out for a goal kick. So we get another highlight though. This game is full of highlights and the majority of them are us going forward or us winning possession back and going on the counter-attack. So Will, 1-0. There we go. Is that the chance that we needed to push away from Toulouse? That's a good finish as well. From someone that's not been playing a lot of football, every time he's stepped into the team, he has either stepped up with a goal and assist. So I'm not going to renew his contract though, because I feel like we can probably get better depth or younger depth that's going to develop. As Tonali just absolutely smacks a ball into the back of the net. That's what we want to see from the skipper. So Susic did really well here to actually keep the ball. And then Tonali just goes, I'm going to beat you and match it. Go round one and just strike it there. Big goal just on half time, or almost on half time. 2-0 up. Are we booking our spot in the final for the second time in 3 years of the Coupe de France? Another highlight here on half time. Tonali, does he line another shot up? Can't find the space. Ball across. Back out to Susic. Here we go. That's a poor ball. Very poor ball. But that is half time. I'm already starting to think about some subs potentially, because we've got Salcido and Jovic who have played a lot of minutes recently, but we don't actually have a lot of players that can play out wide that are fit. We've got 3 guys. We've got Stengs, we've got Hadji, we've got Nascimento all injured at the moment. So we do need to try and get some of those guys back in the squad. Just obviously injuries, we can't really predict that. But I might try and maybe bring Makoko on for 20 minutes just to give Salcido a break off on that left-hand side. But here we go. Can we find something? And we really do need to get Dane Scarlett back as well. I don't think I mentioned him. He's the big key for us moving forward, especially in the Europa League. He'll be vital in us securing that trophy. Jovic back post, Salcido. 3-0, 5th goal of the season for Eddie Salcido. Hasn't had the season that we've anticipated him probably having this year, but end of the day, he's still doing his thing. We've got, actually, I wonder if Edouard's on the bench. Did I bring him? I did. So let's get Edouard on for Salcido as a straight swap, and we'll go from there. Here we go. Come on, boys. Let's finish off strong. No more highlights. We'll make a few subs. That's all I would be happy about. 3-0 is a nice commanding victory. Tonali just smashes in another absolute belter for us, and that surely has now wrapped up this game. That is an absolute screamer from the captain, who has scored 2 of his 5 goals in one game, which is unheard of for us. We don't actually get a lot of goals from our midfield. Our sort of front 4 are the ones that just score all our goals. The 2 deeper midfielders normally just there just to facilitate the play, and then we get our goals this way. So at the end of the season, it's going to be interesting to look at the analytics to see where our goals have come from. We've sort of played either a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 for the majority of this season in particular. So I think the style of play has been pretty similar, but very happy with the way this 4-2-3-1 has been performing since we moved into it. But here we go. Dumfries, decent ball to Will, bang, offside. Time to probably make another change. I'm going to take our Zarte off, I reckon, because he doesn't actually get a rest very often. We'll get Retsos in at centre back, and we'll take, who do we need to protect here? Probably Jovic. We don't really have any other attacking options. We'll take Susic off because we can't really afford to lose any of our midfielders. I think most of our attackers are coming back from injury, so if we do lose a Jovic or an Edouard or an Elliott, we've definitely got the cover for them in the bigger games. But we are ticking away here. 7 minutes to go. Can we maybe find a 5th, or do we just hold out to lose? I'd love a clean sheet. So Elliott somehow finds himself on this left-hand side. Petrianovic finds Elliott into Tonali. Look at the space they're giving Sandro Tonali. You don't give a player of his quality that much space to pick out who he wants. It's Jovic, and it's gone in as well. So Tonali scores 2 and gets an assist. And what a ball that was from Sandro Tonali. And that just sums up the class difference. Look how much space Toulouse give Tonali. And he goes, thanks for coming. I'm going to pick Jovic out on the bounce. Keeper probably should do better there, but 5-0 on the night. What a result. Tonali's on a 9.7 rating, and that kind of shows his class difference, doesn't it? Against League 2 opposition, you give Tonali 90 minutes and he is going to absolutely dictate the game, and that is what he's done here this evening. So Jovic wins the corner. Should be the last bit of play before the final whistle. Tonali ball in, trying to get another assist to try and boost his rating up to a 10. I think 2 goals and assist. He probably deserves a 10 rating, but we'll definitely take the 9.7. And there we go. It's 5-0. Sandro Tonali, what a game. 2 goals. Let's go. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. And that, for this half of the episode, is going to be it. Let's have a quick look at what Tonali's stats were, because I'm going to assume he was man of the match. So it should pop up here. Where is it? So Tonali doesn't say. Normally it sort of says what they did. We are going to be versing... 2 goals and 2 assists. Okay. We are going to be versing Nice in the final, who managed to knock out... That was last year's final. Where are we going? Stages, semi-final. They won on penalties against Lyon, which for us is massive. So we versus Nice, who in the league are sitting 15th. So you'd think that we'd probably be able to win the cup moving forward in this season. So can we try and win a few different trophies this year potentially? Could this be a treble winning year for us? So in the next episode, you are going to see us take on next episode. In the second half of this episode, you're going to see us take on Valencia. Then in the next episode, it will be Valencia and Nice, most likely. So we will see you for Valencia. Welcome back, YouTube. As you can see, we are about to take on Valencia in the first leg of the quarterfinal. Also, PSG have managed to drop some points since you last saw us. So PSG actually lost to Dijon FCO and have opened the door for us to potentially snatch the league from PSG. So since the last game against Toulouse, we beat Nantes and we beat the side sitting bottom. And then today we've got Valencia, and I might play around with what happens depending on what happens here. You might see a game against PSG because that could dictate who wins the league. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We are going to take on Valencia. This is the team. We've got Garcia, Dumfries, Alzate, Todibo, and Stellion. We've got Susic, Tonali. We've got Jovic, Stengs, Scarlett, Makoko. It is a very strong front four. Let's just have a quick look at Stengs. I think I'm going to change that. We're going to make that into Odsonne Edouard. He's just having a season of a lifetime at the moment. As you can see as well, the only player that's sort of fit that's not going to play is going to be Nassi. We don't need Will because we've got Scarlett back. So that is the side, and we are ready to go. We need a big result. We are playing at home as well, so 3 points. So a win here plus a clean sheet is exactly what we need to start the tie off. So this is a Valencia team managed by Antonio Conte as well. And they've got Reina, they've got that Musu as well, that American centre midfielder. So they're a very strong Valencia side. Obviously, there are some other really strong team. Musa, sorry, that's his name. They are a very strong team. They've got Cancelo as well. So this isn't going to be a walk in the park for 2 legs. They are going to push us. So let's see how we go. We know that in the semi-final, if we get there, it's going to be between Arsenal and Freiburg. So that's a huge incentive for us to try and get through this semi-final as Garcia knocks the ball over the bar. So let's see how we go. 8 minutes in already. Valencia look like they are started very strongly. But here we go. Edouard driving, and we don't make anything of it. So in between the recordings of this episode, the winners of the Next Gen award came out. So Garcia, our goalkeeper, actually won the award with Alzate coming third, and our boy at Porto came second. So on our books, we've got the 3 top rated youngsters in the world at the moment, which is why the striker from Porto, I think it's Velasquez, he's going to come back and join us next season. He's had a great year over in Portugal, so that's why Harvey Elliott probably is going to get the chop from the team. But here we go. Tonali, can he find someone? For Makoko, it just gets blocked. Edouard, all the way back to Susic. We lose the ball. Gonzalo Guedes, Maxi Gomez, well done, Todibo. And then Dumfries, don't tell me that's a red card because it's from behind. It is a nothing. Okay, I thought that would have been at least a yellow card. That's kind of surprising. Susic, Todibo, here we go. Can we start to get our foot on the ball here? This is an Antonio Conte 5-3-2, which we know he uses quite regularly to be very defensively solid and then counter-attack. So we have to, be careful with that because we only leave 2 at the back. Dumfries can't lose the ball there. Does okay. Finding Susic. Just keep the ball here, lads. Space will open up. Makoko. Scarlett goes for goal, and it's well saved by Pavlenka. So that could be a point to exploit, I think. Pavlenka's not the best goalkeeper going around, so if we can just get some shots away, I reckon there'd be a mistake there at some point. Yusufa Makoko picks the ball up, has a strike, and it's not the best strike. We're going to encourage the boys. We want to be positive so far. We've made a bit of a tourney, but we've only had 38% of the ball, which is unlike us, to be perfectly honest. So Edouard steps up to press, which creates some space in the midfield for Valencia, and well done there by Alzate, finding his compatriot in Garcia. Let's just keep possession of the ball. Let's try and dictate some of the play here. That's what we need to start seeing
from the boys. Can we get a positive result here at home? Edouard on the ball. Makoko. And it's offside. Come on, boys. This is getting a bit nervy. We've had 8 shots to 1. We're starting to wrestle the possession back. We're starting to get into the groove of the game. Here we go. Susic. Decent ball towards Tonali. Alzate gets there first ahead of Gomez. Tonali, Jovic, Dumfries, Tonali, Dumfries, Tonali. Look at the way we're just shifting the ball. That's a poor ball from our captain. But we've kept possession. Dane has a strike and it's just over the bar. Good bit of play there from the boys. Can we find something here before half time? We are playing some good football. We are 10 shots to 2 and we've had 40% of the ball. So we're starting to really shift momentum in this game. Dumfries finding Alzate, who's been absolutely phenomenal for us this season. Once again, finding Dumfries. This is just good little bits of play. Susic drops in a bit deeper. It's a poor ball. It works though. It does get to Makoko, who's still there around Arajea. But we haven't been able to really create a clear-cut opportunity. Although we've had 5 shots on target, I'm not too disappointed. I'm pleased with how things are going because they're not creating anything at all. Jovic, driving, Gaia, did okay there. I don't know why he went all the way back to Dumfries. Can we find something here? Denzel can't get a ball in without it being blocked. They're struggling. So they've got Guedes as a centre forward, as a complete forward, which is interesting. I thought he might have been a false 9 the way he was playing. But can we create something? Like, can't afford to go back to Spain at 0-0. We need to take a goal with us. Tonali, Todibo, free header, and puts it over the bar. That's the chance. That's the best chance we've had in this game. A free header by Todibo, who's unfortunately unable to execute. Here we go. Stellion, Edouard, come on. Can we find something? Poor ball. Here comes Valencia through Maxi Gomez. We know about his quality. Well done, Susic. Just keep the ball here, lads. Great switch from Scarlett. Finds Jovic into Makoko. Dumfries needs to get up a bit higher and support the attack here. Dumfries drops it into Tonali. Ball across. Stellion, have a strike. Oh, and it's straight at Pavlenka. Can we find something? We're going to take Dane Scarlett off because he is still coming back from an injury. Who have we got to play on the left? Eddie Salcedo can go on the left. Makoko is going to have to deal with it. In the number 10 role, we're going to bring on Calvin Stengs, I think. That's what we're going to do. Can we find something? Garcia finds Alzate. Out to Jovic. Can we get a goal here? Here we go. Jovic. Susic. Stellion's got to get out there. Can we get a good ball in? Gets by one. Finds Scarlett. Blocked. Reina. Gomez. Here come Valencia. Got to almost foul here, I think, boys, if we can. It's Gaia who's driving down this left-hand side. Finds Musa. And then here we go. We've stopped Valencia's counter-attack. We have been dominant. We just haven't had as much of the ball as I would have liked. I'm going to demand a bit more here. Long ball forward towards Todibo. Deals with it. Tonali breaking. There's not a lot of space here. Tonali just has a weird shot there, but end of the day, it goes over the bar. We've been the better side here, I'd like to think. We just haven't had the dominance of possession. Susic will come off just to protect him a little bit. We've got Petro there. Can we find something? Not long to go now. Don't want to get any more aggressive because we do have a second leg to worry about in Spain. But if we could steal a goal here, go to Spain 1-0 up, we're going to be in a great position to go through. And it's a great strike from Salcedo. And it's a big save from Pavlenka. But it's our ball. Who takes? Makoko's on the corner. For whatever reason, I don't know why Makoko's taking the corner of all people. It's Salcedo. Gets past Beltran. And that's a foul. Here we go. 20 shots to 4. 10 on target to 2. And Valencia might leave 1-0 to the good. It's a good save from Garcia. And this is going to hurt. 10 shots on target to 3. And we're going to walk away potentially with a 0-0 draw. Which for Valencia, this is a mini win that they haven't conceded away, but they also haven't scored. So that is full time. So we draw the first leg 0-0. It's not the end of the world. We've absolutely dominated this game. Other than a little bit of possession, wasn't our night. That's what we'll say. Because we've got the second leg, obviously if we score in, oh my God, Freiburg have won 2-0 away, at home. We need a result. We need a big result in Spain. As you can see, we do have a league game. We're going to rotate. That might it might mean that we maybe drop a point or 2 points in the league, but that's what we're going to focus on in the next episode. So if you like this episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.